Hi, what's up? So I'm gonna wait for some people to come in. I don't know how long I'm gonna be live today. Um, I'm really just doing this out of like a desperation to kind of settle down, I guess. I'm hoping this will be a good distraction. Um, but anyway, hopefully we'll have some fun. And if you would ever like a private reading with me, please let me know. My email is in the description box of this video, and my prices are very inexpensive. Okay? I will never contact you. If someone is contacting you saying they have a message for you, it's really not me. You would have to come to me to get your reading. I'm gonna light some incense. I just smoked a cigarette a few minutes ago and it stinks of like tobacco in here, which usually I don't mind the smell, but it's funny how things are like that sometimes. Like sometimes it's so annoying and other times it's like you actually kind of don't mind it. I just want to get some good smell in. I just want to get a good smell in here. Hi, nannies. What's up? How you doing? Does Javi want to become more than friends with me? Let me see. Oh, good. Merry Christmas to you too. I know it's getting close to that time of year. I'm not really Christian, just because the religion doesn't make any sense to me, but I actually do like the thought of Jesus, and there are some like Christian songs that I really like, but I don't really, that's just not me. But I do put up a Christmas tree. I decorate for that. I love all that stuff. So beautiful. Okay, anyway, so you want to know, I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. I'm all right. Better now that I'm doing this. Okay. Does Javi want to become more than friends with me? I feel like Javi has some confidence issues. I think he does want to become more than friends with you, and something tells me that he's already given you some signals of that. I almost get the sense that he's getting to the point where he kind of wants to give up. Um, but that's also kind of calls into question, like, I feel like he is dropping hints, but maybe I don't know why he wouldn't just come out and say it. Um, it doesn't really make much sense to me, but um, I just get the sense of like giving up and um, like. But anyway, to answer your question, I do think he wants that. I think he does like you in that way because there is a lot of romance in this reading. Actually, all of the reading. Um, but I mean, and I do think you're right about the fear of rejection because with this card, what is this, the six? Yeah, the Six of Wands in reverse. You can also read into that as a fear of failure because that card is more about victory, and when it's in reverse, it's about like, I mean, you could read into that a gazillion ways, but with what you just said, you think he's afraid of rejection. I think you're right. So maybe a fear of failure. And that goes back to what I said about confidence issues. So there must be something, I think, to that too. But anyway, I do think he likes you. So you know what? Why don't you this might take a lot of bravery for you. I mean, I'm saying this to you. I certainly couldn't do it because I'm too much of a chicken. But you could always like ask him out, or just honest to God, straight up say, I mean, if you're interested in him, because you've never actually said that. For all I know, you think he might like you, but you don't even like him. But if you do like him, maybe like just talk to him real quick, pull him aside and say, you know, I kind of like you. I mean, do you like me back? Or I mean, I always give advice like that to people, but I'm way too chicken shit to ever actually do something like that. So it's kind of funny. I'm like this guy sitting here reading tarot cards, giving people advice, but I would absolutely never have the balls myself to do half the stuff I say to do. But whatever. Hi, Mahogany Clark. I'm all right. I've been doing better. My life is improving in some ways and getting a little weird in other ways, but I don't know. Oops. Aziza, hi. You want advice from spirit? Okay. Advice. Okay. Bada bing. Bada boom. And bada bada. Oh, thank you, Mahogany. Thank you very much. Let me just do Aziza's question real quick. So, Aziza. I mean, Aziza, I kind of feel like you're just being a little crazy. I feel like, because all the cards in front of me, I just get the sense when I look at these cards that you kind of really don't need advice from me. I mean, you are already very talented, you're wise, you know exactly what to do, you're doing what you have to do. I mean, I don't really know what to say to you. I mean, you're asking me for advice, but I feel like because all of these cards sort of indicate to me that you're making all the right moves and you're doing your absolute best. So I don't know what else to say to you. Um, you know, you're letting go of something, you're taking the first step into moving forward, but at the end of the day, you're kind of the star of your own movie. You know what I mean? Like, you're the main character in your own life. So I get the sense that you're doing your best. First of all, you're doing your best, and like, it's all good. Like, it's fine. So I don't know. I mean, I would give you advice if I saw anything wrong, but these are the cards I'm looking at. So everything here, I'm not sure what kind of advice I would have given you, but I feel like with all these cards, I kind of don't need to. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right. So, Mahogany Clark, how much money did you donate? 5? Okay. Well, you also get a free question too, which you haven't asked yet. So if you want, you can ask 2 questions. And I'll go to you first since you donated. I'm going to light up a cigarette. It's like that movie, The Matrix, with the Oracle. She's always smoking a cigarette. That's like me. I'm always sucking on something. What are Reese's thoughts about me currently? Okay. So Mahogany, don't say anything. Hang on. Wait a minute. So I feel like when it comes to you and Reese, not that you said this, but I feel like when it comes to you and Reese, there's some kind of drama going on. There is some kind of negative vibe here because I think Reese is kind of upset with you because your question was specifically about what are this person's thoughts of you currently. And I pulled 3 cards, and 2 out of the 3 cards are negative. So, although the only card that's upright is a major card. So, I kind of get the sense that something went wrong between the 2 of you. It's kind of recent. It's more recent, I feel. That was kind of coming to me. But whatever it is that went wrong, I kind of feel like it's little. Like it's not like a big thing. Because both of these minor cards, they're both cards in reverse are minor cards. So I also kind of get the sense that whatever did go wrong is kind of like it's little or something. But now I'm kind of getting something in my head where this is kind of a weird situation because the person you're asking about, Reese, there's kind of like this, like, I don't know who was right, I don't know who was wrong, but for some reason, things are different now. Does that sound at all right? But anyway, you asked me about her thoughts of you. You asked me about her thoughts of you. It seems kind of negative. It doesn't seem like a big thing, but it is negative. And it's kind of unclear to me when I look at these cards, but definitely seems new. She's thinking about you in a way that's new. Anyway, that's all I really got. So what's your next question? I'm not even sure if I really answered that, but I did the best I could. I already showed you the cards, right? Oh, it's a man. Okay. Oh, because I know that there's someone I've heard of named Reese, and it's a girl. I just assumed it was a girl. Anyway, sorry about that. So what is your next question? Okay. I guess, will there ever be a conversation had with him? Let me see. Interesting. I'm trying out a new cocktail. It's pretty good. Okay, let me pull some cards. Yeah, LJD. I don't usually smoke cigarettes. If I do smoke tobacco, I usually smoke it out of a pipe. But I was feeling kind of wild a couple days ago, and I bought some cigarettes. I had to go to the liquor store anyway to get some vodka, and I was like, you know what? I want some cigarettes so badly. Let me just buy some. I bought the cheapest ones they had, but they're all right. Okay, so Mahogany Clark. You want to know, will there be a conversation with him? I mean, I'm pulling these cards and I haven't seen them yet, but I mean, actually, never mind. I was about to say something, but let me just see what comes up. So Mahogany, I feel like when I pulled 3 cards at first, but then I pulled 3 more because I was kind of curious about something. So I think he will reach out. I think he is going to reach out to you. You're having your own, but I feel like it's funny because you ask me if there's ever going to be a conversation with him, but I feel like you already have your own doubts about it. So oh, I get it. He's the one that did something wrong. Because you even said yourself, but something did go wrong. He did something wrong and he's not owning up to it. He's kind of, I'm not saying he's a horrible person, but he did something wrong. And maybe it's either that he doesn't want to face it or he's just kind of dumb or something and he can't even see what he did was wrong. Because I pulled 3 cards to see if there will be a conversation with him, and it said to me that yes, I actually think he's the one that's going to reach out, But then there was this card, which kind of told me that you had your own doubts about it, or there was some kind of resistance coming from you, which made me think he was the one who did something wrong in the first place. And then I pulled 3 more cards because I was kind of curious. Because if you're having your own doubts about it, should you even like I was kind of curious if you should even entertain whatever he says. In the sense that I get from the 3 other cards that I pulled, I kind of feel like whoever he is and whatever he thinks and his opinions and the way he lives his life, I just kind of feel like you would probably be best if you just kind of put a period with him, because I don't know if he's a romantic interest of yours. I don't know if he's a friend. I don't know if he's your brother or your cousin. I have no idea. But I do get the sense that when it comes to him, you really need to put a period and kind of let him be in your past, at least for now, because you have your own things to do. And because I kind of feel, and by the way, when the 3 cards that I pulled about, like, you know, if you should even entertain him, they're all major cards, which I kind of don't know. Honestly, I don't know what that means, but the 3 major cards did sort of tell me that you kind of you really shouldn't even let him be part of your life. And the reason for that is something very important. I don't know what that is. They're these cards. And it's funny because the one card that's upright is the strength card. So I actually kind of feel like, see, it's funny because I don't know. There are a lot of major cards showing up in both of your readings, but and you were asking about the same guy. You know what I'm getting right now is that entertaining him would be a big mistake on your part, I think. But for some reason, I kind of feel like when it comes to him, and see, because the only card that's upright is the strength card. So I kind of feel like for some reason, you having it within yourself to really put a period with him is kind of an empowering thing for you. Because I don't know what it is, because I don't know you, I don't know him, I don't know this whole story. But I feel like when it comes to him, there's really something about who he is or what he does or something where if you really say goodbye to him, you're truly making a statement. I don't know what that means, but something like that. Okay, that's all I got. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. I really hardly ever make money doing this, so if I even make a nickel, I'm thrilled. Okay. Actually, I just texted my boss. Not my boss, but like my old boss. And I asked for my job back. Because I'm ridiculous. Like, I'll go there, I'll work, and then I quit. And then I go back, I work, and then I quit. I go back and I work and I quit. You know, the same thing over and over again. I never just stay there. But especially lately, for some reason, I've had way too much time on my hands to think about life and think about deep questions, and it's doing nothing but freaking me out. So, like, I need to get a job. I need something to do. Please, for the love of God, someone distract me from my own thoughts. It's just creepy. It's freaky. I don't like it. Well, I don't think my boss has texted me back yet. I mean, I only texted her like a half hour ago. I haven't checked my phone yet, but I mean, usually she takes like a long time to get back to me if she's even going to. I mean, I love her, but like trust me, she's busy, but um I mean, I don't know if she will hire me back because also every time that I've ever quit, I never gave my 2 weeks notice. Like I always quit in a really shitty way, but I mean, the situation with me is kind of complicated, but um who knows? I might end up regretting even going back to work, but at the moment, it's the only thing I can think of that will really like shake things up for me a little bit. No, I am a good worker. Um, I do work really hard, mainly because if I don't work hard, then I feel like that it takes forever for the day to go by. Like if I keep myself busy, time moves faster. And also, I'm horrified of getting fired. I just don't want to get fired. And so I do try to do a good job, but I don't listen, for the love of God. I don't know what's going on in my life. I don't know what this is or anything, but like all I know is that people who do a shitty job get fired. So I'm just going to try to do a good job and cross my fingers and hope for the best. But anyway, I mean, maybe I'm just having a bad day because I mean, I don't know. I don't want to. There's a lot to the story, but I don't want to talk about everything. Um, I'm just so sick of talking about it. Um, but anyway, I kind of feel like right now, oh, I hope and pray that things are changing for the better in my life in certain ways. But I mean, I probably should wait at least a few more months to really make any moves, but um, I'm losing my mind. And so I don't know. As much as I love living here and getting my own space to occupy, like I need a fuck it. I don't know. I just need something to shake my life up and I need something to do. And um, I'm just thinking about stuff way too much. And I don't want so much on my mind. Oh, ugh, whatever. Oh, right now I'm drinking. Okay, well it's empty, but I like to drink, I mix vodka with soda water and some ice, and I really love that. It's it's been like my favorite thing to drink for a couple months, but I don't have any soda water right now. And I thought, what can I mix with vodka that's not like sweet? Because I don't want anything sweet, but I need something to mix it with. And I had a bunch of black tea, so I made some iced black tea, and I mixed it with vodka. I do like it. I do actually really like it. Um, anyway, I'm kind of ignoring some people. Listen, I'm going to go use the bathroom and I'm going to make myself another drink and then I will answer some more questions. Okay? And I'm back. Just made myself another drink. Oh, this is going to be my last one for a few hours because um, I can feel my IQ dropping from the booze, and I hate that. So I'm just going to leave it at that for a little while. Anyway, okay. So I don't usually say this, but if you're still here and you want to ask a question, please ask your question. And if you've asked it already, please ask it again because I don't want to have to scroll up and look at because I don't know who's still here. I don't know what's going on. So if you are watching right in this moment, right now, please ask your question. Even if you've already asked it, this is a fresh start for me. Okay. So Dishi, will the rest of December be good for me work-wise? Okay. Dishi, I think, yeah, I think December will be very good for you in terms of work. I think you're going to get along with everybody at work. I see really good energy. Um, I think you're really going to be able to show what you're made of. Okay. Because there is something in this reading about, I mean, I have no, obviously, I'm just a tarot card reader. I'm not like God, for the obviously. But there is a card here that's about really getting to, there's a card here about getting to really prove yourself. And there's something, um, anyway. Okay. Moving on. Good reading there, though. So, Dishi, I think the answer to your question is there's a lot of really good energy there. Actually, nothing but good energy. What's up, Rose Quartz? Oh shit. Oh, the new job card just popped out on the floor. I'm taking that as a sign from whatever it is that maybe I'll be getting a new job soon. Hopefully. Anyway, so Yvette, yeah, you can ask whatever you want. Just drop your, did you? Oh, yeah, you can ask whatever you want. I'm not really doing anything. I'm just, that's now the second time someone has, yeah, Dr. Rose Quartz said the same thing. It's not anything I'm doing, I promise you. I don't know what that's about. So, trust me, I barely know how to even set this up. Trust me. I certainly don't know how to do what you guys are talking about. So you guys are having trouble leaving comments. Okay, Yvette asked a question. Can you ask my spirit team, EN, feelings or next actions in situation? All right, let's see what comes up. Yvette. Okay. Okay. So, Yvette, this is definitely this is romantic, right? Because all of these cards, in some kind of way or another, are tipping me off about something romantic. So, the person you're asking about, I feel like this is a romantic thing, right? But also, I want to say, listen, I don't think EN is the devil. I didn't get any cards that say he's evil, but I do absolutely have cards here that talk about a problematic person, or at least problematic for you. So, the feelings and next actions, it's negative. But there's also something here about you're trying to see the best in him, or what is it, her? I don't know. But Yvette, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. I mean, there's always a spectrum to that. Like, someone can make a little mistake, but there are some things that are like a big mistake. Um, I feel like you really like him, and but I don't really know what I'm supposed to say to you. I'm kind of trying to grab smoke here. You know what I mean? Um, the way I feel about these cards is that something definitely kind of went wrong, and but your question was specifically about this person's feelings and next actions, and I just kind of get the sense that something is wrong here, and but I do get the sense also that you are sort of, I don't want to say in denial, but you're like kind of um like you really don't want to think that he or she is a bad person. And like I said, I don't think this person is bad, just maybe problematic. But like I don't know what to say to you. um I think the end result of this is just like maybe take a step back. Just take a step back from this person, let it, give it air to breathe, and you know, um, maybe um, keep your options open. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so Dr. Rose Quartz, can you tell me what's coming for Christmas week? I heard Santa was coming next week. All right. So you want to get a sense of your Christmas week. Christmas week. All right. So Dr. Rose Quartz. The cards tipped me off a little bit just now about something, but I'm gonna see the definitive 3 cards that I pull and maybe think of something. So, Dr. Rose Quartz. Huh. You know what? I never do this, but I'm not going to give you a message. I think that next week, the week of Christmas, should be a surprise for you. And I think your body, your spirit, yourself, your character, that's all you need next week. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay. I don't think, something was telling me that it's more meant to be like you shouldn't even have any ideas about what's going to come. All right. Love. Good morning. Hi, love. What's up? I would like to know if there's anything coming for me in love. Okay. Let's see what I get. Let's see what comes up. Oh, shit. Hang on. I'm flopping. So love, you want to know what's coming in love. Let me see what's going to come up in this. So love, I kind of feel like you're really hard on yourself. And no, I definitely see good energy. I think you are going to find someone sooner than later, someone really, really good. And actually, you have, in terms of romance cards, this is a really good card to get. It's like the 10 of Cups upright is like a very long-lasting relationship that's very dynamic. It's a journey. It's so many things. It's absolutely beautiful. But there is something here where I kind of feel like you kind of doubt that you're even ready for a relationship. Like you think you're not either. It has to be something like you think you're not good enough, or just the way your life is, you're not ready for it. There's something like that in the mix here. So I would just say, like, just take risks. I mean, don't take life so seriously. Just if someone asks you out, see where it leads. If you think they're cute, they're nice, like go out with them, see what happens. Don't think so much about yourself, because you are a good person. You do have a good heart, and everything else that you really can't control or have any say over, just let it go. See where it leads, and you know um, take a risk, you know? There's a really good person out there for you that will be thrilled about you just the way you are, and just the way your life is, and what you have to work with, what you can control, what you can't control. Um, Someone out there, and someone that's coming soon, will be absolutely happy with that. Okay? Alrighty. Have I been naughty? I don't think so. I mean, I'm nice to people. I say hello, how are you? I say please and thank you. Um, I don't know. I have no idea. I think I'm nice. I'm nice to people. I will say, I fucked up a few times this year. There definitely were a few times that I was rude, but I don't know. But for the most part, I'm like pleasant to people, and I at least try to have good intentions, and I don't know. I truly no clue. Don't know. In my defense, though, if I am rude to someone, or if I'm short with someone, I know it's not like it's not, it's not okay to be rude to somebody. Um, but in my defense, if I am ever rude, it's because I'm really fucked up in the head at the moment, and I don't want to explain my entire psychology to you, but like I'm never rude because I know that what I'm doing is wrong and it makes me feel good. Like, I'm rude because I think something really fucked up is going on, and if I'm ever rude to someone, it's because I think that they're fucking with me or something, even though they might not be, and that just makes me the crazy one. I don't know if that made any sense, but I'm just saying, if I am rude, I can promise you that's the reason. But for the for the most part, I'm pretty nice to people. I'm nice to people. I say thank you. I try to make sure my tone sounds nice, and I don't know, whatever. Anyway. I need a nap. I need to take a nap. I want to tell you guys something. So a few nights ago, I had a really weird dream. Well, actually, I had like in the same night, I had. Hang on, I can't even think of it now. There was kind of a few. You know how like in the same period of sleep, you can have like a few different dreams where you're sort of coming from a few different places. So the first part of the dream, I'm not going to tell you because it's a little disturbing. But there was one dream that I had that night where I was laying on what I believe was some kind of hospital bed. I was on some kind of hospital bed. At least I think it was a hospital bed. And there was a guy. My eyes were in the dream. My eyes were kind of barely open, meaning like they were like maybe it's that I could barely open my eyes, but like it's almost like I was trying to see what was happening. And there was a guy. I'm sure it was a guy. He had some kind of oil on his finger, and he was rubbing my forehead. And with oil on his finger, he rubbed in the shape of a cross, and then he went around the cross in circles. And I don't know. You know how in dreams you kind of you sort of know what's going on even though you don't? You make like assumptions about like what you're going through. But then after that guy did that to me, I remember, I specifically remember I woke up in the dream and I was in a hospital bed. I kind of vaguely remember it, but I know it was a hospital bed because I was in this very sterile room, and like the bed I was on, I mean, I've lived life. It was a hospital bed. But I remember my voice was very hoarse. And I remember saying in the dream, I'm not dying, I'm not dying, I'm not dying. And because I think in the dream, I was convinced that I was dying. And I don't know what I thought. It was a weird dream. But I remember this is where it gets creepy. So I kind of woke up like startled out of the dream because it there was a little bit after that in the dream too, but I'm not going to say it. So I woke up and I was like, and like, I was like, wow, that was so weird and creepy. And I could hear in my living room, I could hear the TV playing, but behind my wall and my door. You know how like when a TV is playing in another room, it sounds muffled through the wall? That's what I could hear. And I remember just being creeped out. And I got up out of bed and I went in my living room and the TV was off. Like I knew it was off, but I remember hearing it. And it went on, and I heard that TV playing for like, um, probably like 3 or 4 minutes while I was still lying in bed. I could hear it, but it was muffled. But I knew it was off because I remembered turning it off. And then, like, and it was no surprise to me when I went in my living room, it was off. And I didn't, and when I saw it off, it's not as if I was hearing it still playing. That was kind of in the past, but it was just weird, man. It was a weird night of dreams. I don't know. Yeah, Dr. Rose Quartz, it was a weird dream. Um, God, the whole thing is just so creepy. The whole thing was weird, and I don't know. I have a lot of delusions about reality, space and time, my life. I have a lot of delusions about it. Um, Although, at the end of the day, I don't really know. It could be a delusion, or maybe it's the truth. I have no idea. But just life gets weird sometimes. It's so creepy. Although at the same time, I think my life lately has been changing a little bit. There definitely, I mean, I'm always evolving, and things in my life, I can point to a few different things that have evolved a little bit recently. Um, I'm not sure if that means anything, but I do think I'm going through some kind of change. Although I've probably always been going through change. That's what life is. It's just change. First, you're in one room, then you're in another room, and there's constantly flow and everything's changing. That's just life. Thank God. I wouldn't want to be frozen and some kind of, I don't know. Anyway, that was creepy. So sorry about that. Let me change the subject and talk about something pleasant. It is less than a week until Christmas, and I still have like 2 or 3 Christmas movies that I absolutely have to watch. Otherwise, I am breaking my own tradition. Um, I need to watch Last Holiday. No, I'm sorry, not Last Holiday. I already watched that, and I'm not watching it again because all it does is make me cry. I need to watch The Holiday. I need to watch Just Friends, and I need to watch Christmas with the Cranks. Those are the 3 Christmas movies that I really need to watch. Um, and maybe also like The Grinch and Elf. But those two are they are good movies, but I'm not too worried about that. Um, wow. I mean, I think my favorite Christmas movie is probably um I don't know. Probably Christmas with the Cranks. I think is probably my favorite Christmas movie. Um, cause like The Holiday with Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet, it's sort of like, I guess it is a Christmas movie, but it's not super like Christmas centric. So, but I do love that movie, especially looking at wait, what's his name? Jude Law. Jude Law in that movie is so fucking good looking. Oh, Jude Law in The Holiday, a gorgeous man. And take my word for it, there are no naked pictures of him on the internet. I looked, and the only ones that show up are not real. I can tell. You know how, when people Photoshop, you can always tell. You're not going to find a picture of him naked, but I wish I could. Anyway, but like the last holiday, that's the last holiday with Queen Latifah is so fucking sad. I can't get through that movie without crying. And then I feel like I'm being a little wuss for crying at a movie. And then I'm like, I not only am I crying, but I feel like I'm a little bitch. And it's too hard to watch that movie. And also that's another movie that it's not so much Christmas centric, but Christmas with the Cranks is so like all about Christmas. And it's really funny, and you know it's interesting, and the pitfalls, the bumps in the road, and it's cool. That's probably my favorite, actually, out of the ones that I typically like to watch. um, I want to talk about Last Holiday. Last Holiday is such a powerful movie because, I mean, I truly, and I say this and I mean it, I hope that situation never happens to anybody. What Queen Latifah's character had to go through is so, like, it really shouldn't happen to anybody. I mean, spoiler alert, it has a good ending. But still, like, although actually everything that she went through, it only blessed her in the end. But like, I don't know, it's just so fucking sad and like, I don't know. But I love that movie. It's probably one of my favorite movies. Obviously, I love Queen Latifah. You'd have to be like Satan to not like that woman, but um I don't know. Hi Kana, what's up? How you doing? Greetings from Earth. Dr. Rose Quartz, so you're telling me that you just watched it. Did it make you cry? Or am I just a little girl? I mean, to be honest with me, don't like sugarcoat anything. Am I just a little girl, or is that like the saddest movie that you've ever seen? Especially like the first half of it. If you don't cry at the first half of Last Holiday, you are a monster. No offense if you didn't cry, but I'm just saying, if you don't cry at that, there is something really wrong with you. The white man. Oh, well, that's the point. You know, I don't know if you're talking about her boss at that like superstore. He was obviously whatever, but or you're talking about Kragan, the guy that like super rich like evil guy who I will say in the end of the movie it did seem like spoilers, but it did seem like he saw the light. I don't know, but yeah, it what that's what bothered me is like, you know, seeing a woman her entire life, you know, I don't know, her entire life, she was born into a world that is really crazy, and then she works hard her whole life. She goes to church, she sings in the choir. You know, she's like a good woman, and then she gets this news that like I don't know, and then I remember that scene. I'm not. Oh, I shouldn't talk about it. She's like sitting at her kitchen table, looking through her book that you know that she crafted up, and she's just like crying and like you know regretting. I think the whole point of that movie is that you should really like live life, and because she was sitting there looking at all of those things that you know she was saying, man, I should have eaten that, and I should have went there, and I should have asked that guy out, you know, like she was looking at all this stuff that she just never did, and like she was sitting there crying and just shoving booze down her throat, and it's like, man, I don't know, the whole thing, it was just such a sad movie, but it has such an awesome ending. Thank God. You know what pisses me off more than anything is when a movie starts off sad and also ends tragically. Like, how dare you? I got my own problems. Please, for the love of God, can you just give me a movie that ends well? And usually they do. But once in a while, you'll see a movie that has such a tragic ending. And that's just cut, scene, that's how it ends. And you're like, oh my God, how dare you? Like, I hate that. I hate that. Please, can I just see it end well? Like, I saw a movie like that. I think it was called Red Dawn. It was about like some kind of small war, and the only people there was some. I really don't remember what that movie was about, but all I remember is that I was crying and the ending was completely tragic, and it just hurt my feelings. There were like people with guns and they're trying to fight off some kind of evil invasion. Spoiler alert, mute me if you want. 1, 2, 3. Everybody good dies, and it's a tragic ending, and it just makes you cry, and the movie it just hurts your soul. Whoever created that movie is fucked up. Anyway, I'm ignoring Kana. Okay, I can't. It's Kana. I'm so sorry. I can't answer that question. I can't. I can't. Yeah, but the evil rich guy, that was Kragan. Kragan was the guy that was on the cover every month of his own magazine, but he was really up to no good. I mean, it's also a movie. I understand that, but people can be like fucked up. I think what I really like about that movie is that evil guy Kragan at the end of, well, yeah, he was jealous because here he is. Of course, yeah, of course he was jealous because here he is, like a super rich guy with no morals, and here's this woman who's also living large, who really just has like a good heart and a good voice in her and says the right thing, calls out people that are doing the wrong thing. But I think the good thing about the ending of that movie is that like you kind of have a little bit of faith that maybe that evil guy like saw the light, and like I don't know, because he was up there, he was on the ledge of the building like pounding booze, and he was like thinking about killing himself because nobody likes him. And but then of course the angel Queen Latifah um, went out there. That's how good her character was. Even this guy that was so evil to her and just fucked up. And mind you, when Queen Latifah peeked her head out of that window to talk to Kragan, she at that moment still thought that she only had like a week left to live. It literally, she thought it was her dying breath. And this guy that was totally evil to her, she still went out there and did what she thought was the right thing to do because she doesn't know what's going on. I mean, she just tried to do her best to do the right thing. Like, I don't know, but oh, that movie just makes me cry. I don't know. Like, it'll be recommended to me, and I just swipe right past it because I know it's just gonna bring me to tears. And then I'll be like thinking I'm a little girl and whatever. Did someone just send me money? Hang on. Hi, Meg. Thank you. Okay, $10. So what is that? Um, Yes, and thank you so much, Meg. Thank you. Oh, today's actually been kind of successful. I've made a few bucks today. All right, um, so Meg, you haven't asked your free question yet, so you can ask four because you sent me $10. I'm assuming the extra dollar is like a tip. Should I assume that? I don't know. Um, okay, but you can, if you want, ask four. Or what are your thoughts? So, what are Derek's feelings towards me? Let me see. Thank you so much. Thank you. I assumed that, but I just wanted to make sure. All right. What are Derek's feelings towards me, Derek? Okay. Derek. All right, Derek. Okay, the cards are laid out. I just have to flip them over. Meg, give me just 1 second to look at this. I will say this is a very powerful reading. They're all major cards. I pulled three. They're all major cards. I mean, immediately from looking at this, Meg, I kind of don't get a good feeling from this, even though two out of the three cards are good cards. Sorry, the sun, I can't even really show you. Um, they are positive cards. The one card that's in reverse is the devil in reverse. So kind of throws a wrench into the whole reading, even though it is more positive than negative. But you're asking about his feelings towards you. So I don't know who he is to you, but I don't know if this is your brother or your boyfriend or a love interest or someone, your friend. I don't know who it is. I get the sense that, like, I feel like this person actually does really like, let me put it this way. I think this person likes you a lot, sees you. I think this person sees you as some kind of ticket. Um like they're lucky that they came across you, and cuz with the Wheel of Fortune, I'm feeling lucky. And with the Magician upright, and usually I don't read into these cards that way, but the only reason the devil in reverse is kind of changing how I'm looking at all of this. So I don't think he's a very good person. I think that his heart and where he's coming from, you know, I just don't, when I look at this reading, I don't trust it. And I don't know what the connection is between you and Derek, but I have a feeling that he is looking at you. He's looking at you like a ticket. Like he thinks he's going to get something out of you, and almost this intention to manipulate something. Like he wants to manipulate you, or with the magician, I feel like that's someone that's actually very charismatic, but also wants to manipulate something. Um, I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but all I'm going to say is listen, Meg. So all I'm going to say is that whoever that person is to you in your life, um, what could you say? See, I don't know. I mean, I really believe in tarot cards because I think God really wants me to know that they are legit. But me, Marco, I still think I could be wrong sometimes. And I don't want you to like get paranoid about somebody who's not a bad person. So, my advice to you, Meg, is I would go on Google and look up questions so, like I wonder if there are things that you could ask him and he could reveal to you whether or not he is a good person unknowingly. Does that make sense? Like like um could you ask him questions and just based on his answers you would know if he's good or bad, even though he doesn't even know that that's what you're up to, and he doesn't like um he wouldn't know that he's actually revealing himself to you, even though that's exactly what he's doing. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there are questions you could ask him like that. I would go on Google and see if you can figure that out. But I mean, I'm okay, but I'm not that good. Anyway, did he send me something through the mail recently? Let me see. Um, did he send me something through the mail recently? I think when I look at these cards, I want to say the answer is yes, but there's also something off about it. Like when I look at these cards, there's something not quite right. So I almost wonder if it's not necessarily him, but someone that knows him. Because I think you are onto something. Like, I think something in the mail that you got did come from him, but maybe not even so much him, but someone around him. I'm not sure. Because 2 out of the 3 cards are upright, which I typically, if someone asks me a yes or no question, I will see upright as yes and reversed as no. And it does lean more towards yes. But when I look at all of the cards in front of me, something is not quite right about it. So I get the sense that, like, I don't know. Like, it's like yeah and no. Like, it is because of him, but he's really not the one. Do you know what I mean? All right. Whatever that means to you. Maybe chew on that, think about it. Anyway. So what is your next question? But I think you are onto something. What can I expect for 2026? All right. I love that. Oh, you can ask one more if you want, Meg. You still get your free question. Okay, what can Meg expect in 2026? All right. Let's see what comes up. Hopefully, it's all good stuff. Well, Meg, I don't know. I think I get a sense of, like, what these cards are telling me, but I don't really know for sure. The only thing I can say is that, like throughout your life, you have gotten a lot of help. Maybe not a lot, but throughout your life, you've certainly felt as though that you were helped every step of the way. I think in 2026, this year in particular is going to be a year when you can take full credit for everything you accomplish, because truly, and I mean, I'm not saying help isn't there. Help is always there if you need it. But I do think 2026 is going to be a challenge, and it's a challenge that you are totally ready for. Um, and you're going to be able to take credit for everything that you accomplish because nobody was doing it for you. Um, and I will say, not everything is going to work out. Um, you know, I feel like you're going to be kind of disappointed, but that's not going to stop you. You have, I mean, in this world, in this life, in your reality, you kind of have no choice but to keep going because, like, you kind of drive yourself to at least get something good. So, like, I feel like there is going to be some disappointment in 2026, but it's just going to make you try harder, and it's going to it's going to give you even more of a drive because you're really going to need to do it for yourself. So anyway, these are the cards I got. This sun is like bothering me. All right. Thank you so much for the donation. I have to pee so bad. Give me like 1 second. I feel better. Anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Um, I rarely make any money doing this. I'm lucky if I make a penny. So thank you very much for the money. Um, I'm going to be honest with you, that usually doesn't happen. But I'm crazy, so I keep doing it. But I don't just do this for the money. Sometimes I just really need to do something because I'm going crazy in my apartment and I need to serve some kind of function. I need a job. I really need to get a job. Oh, happy holidays to you, too, Meg. Thank you. Well, anyway, um, think I need to get a job. I need to go to work. I need to fill out some applications. Can you guys be my therapist for a question? Oh, hang on. So, Vi, TB, you want to know about a job in 2026. Let me see. Let me see. Well, Vi, I definitely think you're going to get a job. I think you're going to get a good job. I for sure see a job in your future. I think I don't know. I see nothing but good energy here. So I think you're going to get a job, and I think it's actually going to be most likely a job that probably pays well, where there's really like all of the work that you do, you're honestly going to get a what you consider to be a very good payoff. Like you're going to be very happy with um, the money that you get from your job, and not only the money, but also like the besides money, everything, all the other good things that come from having a job. I think I see a lot of that, a lot of good energy. Um, I do also think that 2026 is going to be a bit of a transition. So whatever kind of job you're going to be doing, I think it's only upwards from there. Um, like, I mean, anyway, damn it. Ugh, ashes just fell all over me. You're welcome. Okay. I need a nap. I'm kind of tired. Ugh. I've had like friggin', oh my God. This is like my fifth drink of the day. Not that I feel drunk or anything, but I just feel like, ugh. Okay, maybe I feel a little bit like something's wrong with me. Um, I, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I'm just like tired. I don't really want to go to sleep though, but if I have to, I will. Um, Ugh. I should probably like finish this drink and then maybe drink a bunch of water and drink some coffee. It's not that I feel drunk, like the room isn't spinning, nothing is. I don't think anything's wrong with my motor functions, but I just feel dumber and I feel a little tired. So, and I hate that a lot. So I'm probably gonna, there's hardly anything left in this. I'm gonna finish this and then drink water and coffee. And I will probably get offline. I'm happy. I made some money today, which is rare. And I also had some good conversations with people. It's been good. This has been a good live stream. Okay. Hi. Hi, Viskilly. What's up, Viskilly? What would 2026 hold for me? Okay, let me see. Well, I think 2026 is going to be a challenge for you. I mean, I'm going to answer your question by like not answering your question. All I'm going to say to you is that like just know in your heart that at the end of the day there are blessings around you and you are free. You're a free person. Whatever negativity you have to deal with, it's not forever. It will change in time. And my advice to you is to A, know you're free, and to B, count your blessings, and C, know that in good time, things will change. And it's only up from here. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for coming. I'm going to go now, and I'm going to go try to sober up a little bit. And I don't know. I'm going to go try to like, I'm going to drink water and maybe take a nap, phone a friend. I don't know. I'm feeling a little weird right now, and I just want to like get myself together again. But this was fun. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Please check out some of my other videos. You might find them interesting, thought-provoking, fascinating. You might think they're stupid. Whatever you want to think. Whatever's right for you, I'm sure is what's going to happen. All right. Bye.